Please be aware, the drawing workspace in Alibre Design is not intended as a standalone 2D CAD system. It relies on three-dimensional solid models to produce results. Once you create 3D part and assembly models, documenting them with 2D drawings is simple. In the drawing workspace, Alibre Design projects two-dimensional views of your 3D models. Your primary task is selecting which views you want shown. 2D drawings consist of pages, very much like documents in Microsoft Word. However, in Alibre Design, pages are called sheets. It's on sheets that 2D views are projected from your 3D models. I have a drawing open. Notice how the layout is similar to part and assembly workspaces. For drawings, the work area displays individual sheets and the views they contain, instead of a 3D model. The tools for adding sheets and projecting 2D views are on the Detailing toolbar, located on the right edge of the workspace. The sheets and views you create are recorded in the Drawing Workspace's Explorer window, called the Drawing Explorer. It shows an outline of the drawing's contents. In multi-sheet documents, you can navigate between sheets by clicking on their names. The Drawing Explorer also tracks the 3D models that views are based on. Click on the plus sign next to a view to see the model it's linked to. View controls for 2D drawings are similar to those in part and assembly workspaces. Differences exist because of the two-dimensional nature of the work area. The notion of rotating the view does not exist. To pan the view, like this, hold down both mouse buttons while moving the mouse. The mouse wheel lets you zoom in and out. And to restore a full view of the work area, press the Home key on the keyboard. Now I'll create a simple drawing to illustrate the process. From the Home window, I click on the picture of a 2D drawing, and the New Sheet Properties dialog box appears. I need to specify some things about the initial sheet for this drawing. I'd like to start with an empty document, so I'll select the option for Blank Sheet instead of using a template that has a pre-made title block. I'll also select the option for Create Empty Drawing. Then I click OK to proceed, and now I have a blank sheet that I can project 2D views of my 3D models onto. To create some projected 2D views, I click on the Standard Views button on the Detailing toolbar. A dialog box for opening files appears. I'll select the part that I want to create 2D views of, and then click Open. Now I see the Standard Views Creation dialog. Notice the part's name appears in the Design selection box. Any views that we create will be based on that part. The master view of the part, called the front view, is displayed in this area on the left side. All other views are based on it. The preview corresponds to the front view button in the View Selections area that also has a blue outline. The View Selections area is where you pick the projected 2D views that you'd like to create. By default, 3 views are created: the front, top, and right orthographic projections. Notice the buttons for those views appear pressed down. I'd like to add an isometric view as well, so I'll click on this button to do so. Selected views are automatically scaled to fit on the sheet. The scale factor is shown here. Remember, your 3D models should be full-sized, designed at a 1:1 scale. There's a couple of other details that I'd like to include in this drawing. To access those settings, I click on the More Options button. I'd like to show the parameters used to create the part, as well as the center lines and hidden lines. So I'll check options for Design Dimensions, Hidden Lines, Center Marks, and Center Lines, and then I click OK to proceed. A preview is attached to my cursor. I position it, and then left-click once to place the views on the sheet. Notice that the sheet and views I just created now appear in the Drawing Explorer. All the 2D drawings you create will involve that basic process.